Well, we're thrilled to have Rebecca with us via Skype to talk about her new book, Can We Be Friends? Rebecca, thanks so much for being with us. How are you?
I'm great, gentlemen. Thanks for having me.
Now, let me ask first before we start. How should I say it? Should I say, can we be friends, or can we be friends? What inflection should I give to that?
Oh, I think as long as you're saying it and talking about it, I'll take it however you want to say it.
Well, it's been quite some time since we spoke when you wrote your first book, Teaching in the Tiara. Catch us up on what's been going on with you.
Well, quite a few things. We had another baby, so now we're
Congratulations.
up to 8. Yes. And then this spring, our oldest daughter got married, so now we're up to 9 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have a son-in-law and a 1-year-old. So it's kind of, we kind
That's
of
a busy house.
It is. It's a really busy house, but it's so fun. And a friend of mine and I started up our own website, a kind of a online magazine, if you will, called The Catholic Conspiracy, which is a collection of some really, really great Catholic authors and writers. And our tagline is Catholic writers conspiring to bring Christ to the world.
Nice. Very nice.
If you could, Rebecca, can you talk a little bit about friendship? I know many people out there have had friends off and on, and making and keeping friends can be tough as you go through life. Talk a little bit about that and sort of the impetus for the book.
Well, okay, so the book came about from a conversation actually with my oldest daughter. She's a neuroscience major in college, and we were talking about the I know. She's so much smarter than I'll ever be. I just like nod along and pretend to be smart when she comes home. I'm like, that sounds right. Yeah, so we were talking about the psychology of what was going on in the world today, and she casually mentioned that there are these reports of these epidemic levels of loneliness. And I just thought that was such a fascinating thing to hear about. I see it in my own life and in the world around me, but I didn't realize it was a thing. And so then, being the giant nerd I am, I started researching, and I started reading PhD papers and all kinds of things about the psychology of friendship and loneliness. And the more that I dug into it, the more I realized this is actually a really serious topic that's affecting our world today, and it was something that I really felt needed to be addressed.
Yeah, isn't it ironic that today we live in the most connected time ever, where you could get on a phone and you can address people, you could talk to people, but people are so lonely, and I think it's because it's not the same. It's not the same as it used to be, where you would sit with someone and talk to them. Instead, you're looking at a screen. What do you think of all that in friendship?
Well, so I think it's funny because people always say, oh, you could pick up the phone and call somebody, but nobody ever does anymore.
Right.
I mean, we have Skype, we have all kinds of things. You could see them face to face, even though they live across the country, but we don't do that either. So I just think that we have designed our lives and our society in a way. It's actually, if we wanted to design a society to make people isolated and lonely, we couldn't do better than what we've done.
Why do you think, Rebecca, though, that people are lonely? What's the problem with making friends today?
We've prioritized busyness over relationship. You know, somehow it seems as though we've equated. I always say that people say that, like, the good mom, you know, the good mom is the unhappy mom, the busy mom, the mom who's always on the go. And I see that with my husband and his friends too, that we seem to somehow hang a halo on people who are, you know, oh, I'm busy, sorry, I can't do that, I'm busy, you know, though that makes you important, or somehow there's something better about your life because you always have somewhere to go. And really, we just need to learn to slow down and actually reach out to human beings. I think that the business is a big part of it, and I think also we have this mobile society, and everybody talks about, you know, people move and we're constantly moving around, and I think that's a problem too, because so many people have moved away from their families of origin.
How good can a good friendship be to your livelihood, to your soul as you go along? I mean, if you could talk about that and the importance of having a good, solid friend.
Oh my gosh, a good friend is everything. There's a quote in my book, and I think it's Aristotle, and if I get it wrong, I'm really sorry to whichever person who's been long dead said it, that a really good friend is the other half of your soul, that you're one soul living in 2 bodies. And research shows actually that close friendships don't just affect your emotional and mental well-being, but they affect your physical health as well. That people who have really good friends tend to just be healthier just because they have a friend. Even if you change nothing else, if you know, diet, exercise, anything else, just having friends will help you live longer and a healthier life. So there's something to it that we as human beings just intrinsically need.
Rebecca, I wish we had more time, but we don't, because I have a million questions, especially since I have children too, and I'm always wondering about friendships. And where can people learn more about you and also get a copy of the book?
Okay, well, they can get the book at our Sunday Visitors website. They can also get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever fine books are sold. I always wanted to say that. You can you can find me at thecatholicconspiracy.com/Rebecca Frech. And Frech is spelled F-R-E-C-H. It's like French with no N in it. Or you can find me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Rebecca, thank you so much for being with us. Always a pleasure.
Thanks so much. Anytime.
Thank you.